This is Chopt Cheese. This is Chopt Cheese. The furthest thing you'll find from serious on the internet. Having fun, talking about life and current events. Let's do this. You're listening to Chopt Cheese with Swiggs, Jix, and Goose.
Welcome back, Chopt Cheese, to another episode. So we live.
We back.
Technical difficulties, where you know how it go.
Bush League.
This is almost as worse as those people crying outside in Washington, D.C.
Wait. First of all, favorite hood opinion piece.
Or favorite hood opinion piece.
And I
Swiggs, Jigs, and Goose.
I am a Democrat. I am identifying as Democrat. So
for this episode?
Yeah, I'm identifying as Democrat.
So we decided to go live for episode 76 just because, fuck it, we can't, right?
Fuck it, why not?
And we shouldn't be
Why
cursing, but
you steaming.
It's all right.
Damn, I did say I was gonna curb the cursing. We the new CCP. We the new CNN.
But with that being said, we got a lot to talk about. Where y'all want to start? Y'all want to start with
BBC.
All that.
Oh, I don't.
Y'all want to start with
hit it.
the
You know
most
the most
current
important
information that's
thing
going
right
on?
now that's going on, pa.
So
Our favorite subject,
abortion.
abortion.
Seems like we just can't get away from this topic, right?
No matter how hard we try.
What happened to abortions?
You don't know what happened to abortion. That's great that you asked.
Well, it seems like there was
Interesting.
a decision made today, and it was overturned by the Supreme Court, and they decided that
What was the decision?
they decided that
Well, Roe v. Wade was a case that happened over 50 years. 50 years ago?
I believe so. It was about
It was
50
about
years
50
ago.
years.
You don't come
ago.
here for the facts.
And it involved a woman that was it just gave a woman the right to have an abortion in almost any state. Like
Yeah,
it gave
she
her,
was like the first one acknowledged that was like televised everywhere and it became national. That she
What
needed.
did
And that
she-
was on a
what did she
federal
go to
level,
court?
right?
Oh, they tried to
Yes, it
stop
was in
her.
Texas.
They
It was
tried
in
to
Texas.
stop her in Texas from getting an abortion, and she went to court for it. And then
You want to hear something funny?
what's that?
They did stop her. She had the kid.
But listen here,
Have you seen
that's
Roe v.
irrelevant
Wade's
because
baby?
we're not going to talk about any of that.
Who?
Let's
Have you
talk
seen
about
Roe's baby?
No.
let's talk about what we're talking about right now. There's a lot of going on with all of
Interesting.
this Trump and Supreme Court people that were appointed by him. It's funny because the breaking news was Roe v. Wade was overturned.
Yeah.
But somehow they found a way to spin it on Trump and involving him where he was
His
like,
appointees.
these are his appointees that were able to
You know,
make this deciding factor.
Speaking of diverse, that's a hell of a diverse group of Supreme Court justices. You got a chick, you got a black dude, you got the Spanish chick didn't make it, right?
But why are we making believe that this isn't how politics works? You get your people into the position of power you need them in to make the decisions that you want made. Like
That's the
we're gonna
you know
pretend
what?
that just
That's the
happens.
point
Nah,
of
that's the
politics.
In
perfect
politics,
point.
not
That's the
just-
perfect
That's the
point
perfect
because
point.
why would you want the federal government, which we've all hated throughout the years, to oversee a major decision in your life when it can be state to state,
State
and
to
now
state.
you
And
have
that's what the
you even have
you have
more
the
rights.
power to vote out the people who don't believe in abortion. If you such an outrage, as opposed to looting, burning shit up, or did you guys? This is a segue into the same topic, but segue into the violence that the left is causing. You heard of this radical group called Jane's Revenge? Has
Nah.
anybody heard about that?
No,
F
sounds
it,
like
we
a horror movie.
We doing it live.
They're
Sounds
against
like a
abortion.
horror
I'm
movie.
guessing.
They're against abortion, and they're firebombing clinics that are health clinics for women that provide free health care, like
Is firebombing what it sounds like
birthing.
literally? Like,
Yeah,
like
bruh.
Molotov cocktails.
yeah, bruh. And
What?
then so these clinics are pro pregnancy, I guess, for lack of a better term, and they're helping women with pregnancies, adoption, all sorts of things, contraceptive, ultrasounds, all kind of things. But these wild wackos from Antifa, or whatever freaking freak flag they want to fly at the time, they're firebombing these places. They burnt up like at least 20 in the last couple of weeks.
And nobody's getting in trouble for this?
Bruh,
But see, this is
the
problem.
FBI is looking into it, supposedly.
Depending on who you
Allegedly.
ask, and a majority of the people believe that this decision made it possible that no women can have an abortion.
And that's a lie.
I know who
Yeah.
we should call.
And that's a lie,
Who should we call?
100%. Because New York is still going to allow
Who should we call?
abortion.
Your boy Kyle, bro.
Yo,
Oh.
shout out to John Dave house. He's
Sean
emergency
Dave,
engineer for this
emergency
live
engineer.
event.
Get Kyle out there. He'll save us all.
I saw
But-
somebody make that meme. I agree.
So
They
they're
put
like,
Kyle in front of those pregnancy centers.
So
huh?
they're like,
Shout out to you, Rittenhouse.
kill your baby. But if you don't kill your baby, we're going to teach you how to do gay shit.
Exactly, right? Kill your baby, but if you decide to have him, let us have him.
Yeah,
and
we'll teach him stuff that we
He's
want to
gonna
teach
be
him.
out there like,
Crazy.
Well, I can't say grooming, but I said it.
your baby.
Yo,
Crazy.
speaking of grooming,
Crazy.
your boy Ezra.
Yo.
We didn't even touch on that.
We didn't
before
even
the show.
touch on that.
Yeah, that's
Your boy Ezra.
When we
Who's
can't
that?
bash the DC
The
universe.
Flash.
Chill out.
You heard
The
about the
Flash.
Flash, bro?
He got
No.
fired for being a
I
creep.
thought you guys were gonna talk about me.
No. What? How are we gonna?
I told you he was gonna do that, right? Remember I told you? I called it, bro.
Yo,
Yo, so back
the
to
Flash was a creep, and so is John.
You heard
Yeah,
what- you
John
heard-
Dave.
you
Shout out
heard
to
what
John
the-
Dave.
The Flash was.
Yeah, he was like flying
I
out.
didn't mean grooming like that. I just
But
mean
let's stay-
shaving
let's-
his
Let's stay
face.
on. Let's
Let's
stay on
stay
this
on
topic.
topic.
Yeah, let's
But
stay on
Ezra-
topic.
That's
He
what I
said
thought
grooming.
the topic
Ezra
was.
He
Miller's
said
a
grooming.
jerk.
That was a pretty good
He
segue.
flew out some
No,
12-year-olds.
but there's a lot of stuff that's.
Double
Yo, bro.
entendre.
Do you believe that this is just going to be something that's going to be decided, or is going to be even more when there was just an opinion piece of paper that was floating around? You think there's going to be a lot of protests? You think there's going to be some shit going on?
Everybody, all the people with the fake outrage are calling to violence.
I
But
saw.
what are you protesting for if you can still have an abortion?
But you see, that's the thing. They twisting it out there, making it seem like what's next.
Enraging people.
Yeah, enraging.
Enraging.
Gaslighting.
Setting, yeah,
Gaslighting.
exactly.
But
lying.
you didn't see that.
Ultimately, just lying.
I could be wrong. There was security already escalating.
Yeah,
and
you saw
being,
them, the turtles. They had the clear shields and the face
They
masks.
were already being like sent out and called in so that they could set up a little shop because they're anticipating people that are going to be rioting. Well, excuse me, protesting.
peacefully, mainly
Yeah,
peacefully.
aggressively, peacefully.
But just
peacefully,
flames.
aggressively.
The flames were peaceful.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry about it. The flames,
Exactly.
those are peaceful flames. They
If
don't
anything
burn.
gets burned down, if there's property destroyed,
Yeah,
that's
even
on
if,
you.
it's, even if it's like a couple of billion, doesn't
Yep.
matter.
But see, this is the funny thing. There's going to be a bunch of Democrats in Democrat cities burning stuff down.
Whoa.
It-
I'm identifying as
Wait,
Democrat.
Jigs. In cities that they can still have abortions in.
Tell your people
Hilarious,
to chill,
right?
yo.
You heard that?
That's
Did
how,
you hear that?
Chopped cheese. That's how much people are not paying
That's
attention.
how stupid it is.
The news is trying to tell you that
So we're gonna
In
burn
some
stuff down,
states, it's
cause a
gone.
ruckus in the same state that we can get an abortion.
wait, Swiggs. Tell
It-
that to Chopped cheese. You can
Yo,
still
Because
get
think
tell your
about
people
abortions.
to chill,
You can
man.
still get abortions. Roe v. Wade did not
It's just
make
leaving
it
it
so
up
that
to the states,
everyone
guys.
had to be banned, like the way it was Missouri. What was it?
It was either Missouri or Wisconsin. We
There's
talked about it
there's
earlier.
a state
You
as
don't come here
soon
for the
as
facts.
yeah, you look it up. You don't come here for the facts. Google it. There's a state as soon as Roe v. Wade, Wade went into effect, like they banned abortion straight up.
Right away.
And if
There's-
you live in Missouri and you want an abortion,
Move out
Go
of
to
Missouri,
Colorado.
yeah.
Come to New York.
And you know what?
Go to California.
It's
Fall
not.
down a flight of stairs.
No, look.
Whoa,
Whoa. You see this? That's why I said we can't.
Whoa.
edit.
we don't
can't
offer
edit.
we don't offer medical advice.
Yeah, that's
No,
Not
I
that
was,
ki-
I
we
was
don't
joking.
offer
I'm a
any-
comedian. I'm the
He
joke.
is the comic
Yeah.
relief.
I'm the
He is.
comic relief.
You
I
see,
thought that
And
was
then the
funny.
joke ends up being on us when we
But,
get
yeah,
demonetized.
This
when
is
does the
exactly
joke go
why.
too
This
far?
is exactly why I identified as Democrat, because that means I can say
Then we
whatever I
good. You can
want.
say
right?
whatever you want.
Yeah, because I'm a Democrat.
So,
right?
damn, what was
I'm
I
a
saying?
Democrat.
I
I
don't
don't
know
know
what I was
shit
saying.
about what the hell y'all talking about.
No cursing.
What was I
I
saying?
mean,
We're doing it live.
sorry
Yeah,
about
that
We're
kind
doing
But,
it live.
shoot.
It's not like it's not uncommon that a hospital will send you to another state if the state that you're in you can no longer have an abortion in. I know this for a fact.
That they'll send you
Yeah,
like
and
they'll
if your
send- it's like
insurance
a prescription.
if your insurance pays for it, you can go to another state.
They they send you in an Uber.
Greyhound.
Depending on your insurance, sometimes you
Greyhound.
can get paid transportation.
Sometimes the
I'm
guy
not kidding.
comes. Sometimes the guy comes. He picks you up on the
No,
bike. With the
They'll
thing in the
they'll
back.
your
Bling, bling, bling.
insurance literally
Greyhound.
Yeah,
Take a
yeah,
bus or
bus
something.
or a train, literally, and you can have it all done through your insurance.
That's crazy.
So, it's not uncommon for someone in a state where they living that it could possibly be banned, like Missouri. If it's Missouri, that they can have the luxury of being bussed out or trained. I mean, not the luxury. My
Sheesh.
words are crazy.
Sheesh.
Yeah, but in essence, you know what I'm
Sheesh.
talking about. You know what I mean?
Yo, I mean, ultimately, I feel like I heard a lot of people express the sentiment, and it just feels like a lot of people on the other side of the aisle that are opposed to us is almost like they just trying to absolve women of any responsibility. And I know that may sound crazy to some people, but that's just a perfectly logical statement. An abortion up to 8-9 months, that is
See,
That is crazy.
Think
bro.
about how many outlooks there are on abortion. There's political outlooks. There's religious outlooks because the religious
the
ones
moral
are the,
outlook
like
is crazy.
that's where the moral.
Can I ask a question?
What's up?
The people, is it women that can't get abortion that are throwing Molotov cocktails at places?
I would
That's not.
assume
We don't even
there's
know
this-
who these
you
people
see?
are yet
No,
because they're
that
being
that
investigated.
group that I
first of all.
mentioned, I can't substantiate it, but I've seen other people discuss them.
There's speculation.
And they have really been doing it, and they've claimed responsibility for
No,
their
but
actions.
I'm
I'm sure there's women sprinkled in there.
Are they gendered
Or they're-
women, or is
probably
it a bunch
they
of
like
dudes
some
that just
binary-
want a reason to throw Molotov cocktails at
Bunch
places?
of teachers and doctors.
You're
and
absolutely
shit.
right,
Is it
100%.
just a bunch of people that just want to get together and have an excuse to
And they
throw
just want to be
Molotov?
angry. They anger addicts.
Yeah, that's pretty
You know
much.
what, I wouldn't
We've
be
seen this
surprised.
before.
I
We've
wouldn't be
seen people
surprised.
just be like, "Oh, there's a reason to throw Molotovs at places. Let's
So-
go there."
Let's throw them. Let's throw
Let's-
them.
let's-
So
Yeah.
could these be the Fabis, or could this just be like some real
Speaking
shit?
of
It could be a lot of just
manufactured
it could-
crises.
It also, yeah, it
boss.
also could be like local news is getting blown up to like a world. No, now this is because it happened in this one rural area and this one
You know,
place. Now they Molotov and everything.
well, you know what's up?
And just like the
This
other
nigga got
side,
bullet points.
I'm just saying, yeah.
He got bullet points.
How do we
Just
answer
like-
all
and
these questions?
But
at
no,
once?
I'm not asking questions.
No,
I'm
he said,
saying
can I
just
ask
Chop
the
Cheesy said, and
the
just
first
like
thing he says,
the-
"Can I ask the question?" I'm like,
But I was early. Just like the other side
haven't
is,
stopped
is
talking, though.
saying,
take it over, Papa. He takes over the dead
just
air.
like the other side is saying, you can't get an abortion anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like people are
Yeah,
treating
they
it like
both-
you can't get an abortion anywhere, and now people are treating it like, now
Agreed.
people are throwing Molotovs
Speaking of-
everywhere. You know what I mean? Like
But
they're just putting out
the
this
funny
to make
thing
it
is
everybody's
because-
problem when it really isn't.
you know, all the other people who have that same tactic where it's with identity politics, they're screaming now, who's next? And you know, all the LGBT,
It's like Goldberg.
like it's all over TikTok now. Like, we're next, we gotta get out there. And the key word that a lot of them are using, and it's the same words that a couple of politicians were using earlier, was fight. We gotta
Yo,
fight back. I
that
heard it
sounds
from
like
AOC.
that sounds like
I
an
heard it from-
insurrection to me.
You
Bob.
feel me?
Oh,
Like, wait, isn't that the same
gotta
thing
fight.
that 45 got banned from? I mean, impeached
Impeached.
and taken off
That
the
got him
Twitter?
impeached.
Speaking of 45, so then it was a good decision to get rid of TikTok because they're orchestrating different kinds
Yeah.
of militias now on
and
TikTok.
on the
Like,
low,
yeah.
we owe it a
So
45.
looking
because
back,
this
it
would've
was a
never
good
happened.
idea.
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
Crazy.
You're
Well,
right.
they could use any of the platforms to do that, to orchestrate that.
Yeah, but
TikTok's the
the ones where
biggest.
it was supposed to be
TikTok's
banned
the
already.
biggest.
Speaking of
Remember, Biden actually asked for it to
suspect,
not be.
are we
Because they got caught.
you
on
heard all the new
other
news that
platforms.
popped up about the Uvalde?
No, what happened in Uvalde?
Oh man, you want to switch to that right now?
Nah, I was just
Nah,
asking.
can we talk about that? That's what I was.
I don't know,
That's what I
man.
meant to ask.
Yeah, just
We,
don't
you
get
come,
too
you don't come
crazy.
here for the facts. You come here for spicy meat.
never
bro.
came
Wait,
here
so
for the
are you
facts.
talking about the woman who called her husband,
So wait. All right.
the
So
teacher?
because we already laid down everything you want to talk to, so you think we had enough discussion about abortion? Chop Cheese, hit us
mean,
up in the comments. Like, you think you had
There's-
enough?
Enough, you know how
yeah.
many
We
episodes?
could
Bob?
get into you know what I'm saying. We could get into the morality of it, but I'm
But
sure
what-
if you watch the show, you
So
already know how
about
we
this
feel
be a
about
good-
it.
This be a segue.
Cállate, ya.
It keeps, it
Unless
keeps
you're gonna
popping
talk
up.
about
It
two-way
keeps popping
friendly,
up.
Wait.
what are you talking about? Abortion?
I think abortion is covered. I'm not saying that it is forever because there's a lot of stuff that might happen with the riots and stuff, so we might have
There
to cover
is.
it. So
What riots?
I think peaceful protest, aggressive protest,
Assuming there are
however you
any.
want to put it.
Assuming there are.
So they already started rioting?
I don't know, man. I hope not, because I mean, why? They're still
Where did
giving
they- where were
abortions
these-
in New
Where
York,
were these reports of people
California,
throwing these Molotov
Colorado.
cocktails at
Oh,
buildings?
that was those clinics within the last couple of weeks because of all this
Where
back
were
and
they-
forth
where-
with the Supreme
where
Court.
at?
Somewhere in the middle of America. You don't come here for the facts. Look it up.
Yo, all I gotta
just
say-
Google Jane's Revenge.
This is how I'll end it. This
And
is
you'll
how I'll
find
end it. Abortion. If you live in California, if you live in New York, or any states that are heavily liberal, and you already can have an abortion regardless of this, you got no reason to be out there protesting the crime.
Outrage. No, you don't.
Well, why-
And
You don't.
and
me, Swiggs.
imagine all the people who are upset over more heartbeats in the world soon. Like, bro, on my end, that's a God-given blessing to have, like, to bring in life. And just to go out there and talk so dirty about it, it offends me.
Unless all of those girls were raped. And I don't think all of those girls were raped.
But you see, that's the thing. They don't want to end it with just being raped or even
I understand
incest.
that. I understand
Because
that.
the percentage of that, and because this is the thing.
It's
Supposedly,
less than 1%.
I don't know the
less
percent. I
than
think
one-
it's less than 5.
I've heard
I'll say
ma-
5.
nah, I've
I know
heard
it.
many
I know.
people.
But just
But let's just be generous.
5. Still, bro. Even if you give them, how about every person who has been raped or has incest the right to an abortion? They still
It
aren't
won't end
satisfied
there.
at that
It
because
still won't end there.
it's not. They want it fully, like whatever I want. That's what it ends up being.
You give an inch and
Yeah.
they take a mile, right?
So what is it considered murder to you guys?
I mean, come on.
That's a harsh, like
Come
way
on,
to.
bro.
I don't know.
It's a life,
I've had
right?
enough.
Do you
I've
feel
had
like
enough.
it's considered murder?
It's a
You
life.
said, I
Had
tapped
enough.
out.
It's
had
a
enough.
life. It's a
They
life.
left it up to the states. Shout out to those supposedly better men that are in the Supreme Court. When I say men, I mean men and women, because there was a woman who agreed with the decision that they came to.
What's the charge when you hire somebody?
I don't
Because
know.
you didn't murder the
Conspiracy
person.
to murder?
Oh, conspiracy to murder.
Is it?
That's what it is. That's what you should get charged with, conspiracy
Wow.
to murder.
That's
Wait,
crazy.
should the woman or the doctor?
The doctor's the murderer.
Yo, you know what's funny? Wait, you know what's fun? Yo, stop looking at me like you want to fucking fight me, bro.
I'm just,
Yo, watch with the F-bombs though. Let's try.
I'm sorry. I love you.
I
dude.
wish I saw.
I love you, John. It's live, Chop Cheese. We doing it
He
live.
said, yo, you stop interrupting me.
It's live. No, I'm joking. Okay, make your point. You wanted to make a point about the abortion situation?
I forgot.
Damn, I'm sorry, bro.
But you did though.
I wasn't gonna make a point.
So-
You was talking about a
Apologize.
segue
Doing a
to
lot,
the
we doing a
thing.
lot.
Yeah, I was trying to make a segue into the next thing which was gonna bring me into the 2A
We're not gonna do that. Ezra?
predicament, huh?
We're not gonna do Ezra.
All right, you want to touch on DC
They
fanboys?
should know about him.
Who's that?
Everybody should know
The
about.
Flash.
Everybody.
Okay, what happened with him?
So the Flash, as of late,
And are
has
they
been-
covering this a lot?
They're barely talking about it.
That's another thing.
He
like
came out like after he made the first Flash movie, like apparently during the filming of that one as well. Not the Flash movie, but the
series.
The movie.
The Justice League.
Justice League.
The Justice
Like
League.
apparently throughout the whole thing, he was just a d-bag and just mad rude to people and mad hard to work with. Then it surely but slowly started to come out that he was one of these people that's I'm non-binary, they them kind of dudes. He got into a bunch of scenarios at bars being drunk.
Yeah, I think it was.
He
in
threw a
Hawaii.
chair
Yeah.
and hit a female at one point. He knuckled up with the cops because they wouldn't use his preferred pronouns.
This is within the course of 2 months, bro.
Nah,
2-3 months.
Yeah, something like that. Like it was a very short
Yeah, it
period
was a
of time.
short
He
period
was
of time,
bugging.
and then all this stuff started coming out that he had a. It was a girl.
Shall we say groom?
It was a girl, and the girl is 18 now.
Now.
But she was there before that time, bro.
And he was sending
For a
for her.
while, yeah.
Sending for her to come over and do, well, we don't know what
How
they
old
were
is he?
doing. He's 30-something right now.
Jeez.
But and now he's in a home that he has somewhere. I don't know where.
I heard he's
With-
on the run, right?
With a mom
the
and
run?
2 kids. You didn't hear about that? And there's guns all over the house? You didn't hear about this one, bro?
Yo, this guy's out of control.
Yo, he's a maniac,
He's the Flash,
bro.
Papa.
Oh man.
He's super fast to be a D-bag.
He is. Yeah,
He's the fastest D-bag in the DC universe.
He's effing up pretty fast.
Yeah, he's fired. You know they fired him, right?
They
He's
did
done.
already?
Yeah, he's done.
That's good.
So we don't. It
He's
is
gonna-
good, but you know what's
So
not
they're
good
gonna
about
edit
it?
him
I don't
and
know.
Amber Heard out of the movies.
Bang.
That's
Wow.
That's the
crazy,
thing. His
bro.
movie's filmed already, bang.
So is the next.
So that
is
means
the next Aquaman.
DC is in a pickle because they probably not going to want to release the movie based off the fact they had to fire him.
can't.
You
They
heard?
can't.
So is the
No, they
next.
still can,
They-
but
They
they
can't release
don't
it
want
now.
to though.
Yeah.
The Aquaman.
I'm
too, they
tight as a
tryna
fan
They trying
of
to get
DC.
Amber Heard
Amber
out
Heard
of there,
out of
yeah.
it too.
I heard.
You tight? You said?
You mean doodle pillows?
Oh no, I thought you said I'm tight.
I'm tight.
Oh okay.
I'm tight because I still want to see the movie because then it comes back to that conversation that we've had many times. Can we separate the art from the artist?
Yeah, I could.
I want to see the freaking movie.
I don't care what your political
But
views
those
are.
movies suck anyway.
As
Nah,
long
I'm
as
a
you
fan of
entertain me.
DC.
As long as you entertain me, that's
But
what
That's
I do.
not what this is about.
Oh, you mean
Flash.
That's not the Avengers. That was
Batman.
The new Batman was pretty
Mute his
good.
mic. Mute his mic.
The new Batman was good.
Mute his mic before he goes in a
I
tangent
didn't
about how he
watch
doesn't
it,
like
to be honest with
Batman.
you. I didn't watch the
Mute
whole
his
movie.
mic.
You didn't watch the whole Batman?
Nah, I
It
didn't.
was pretty long,
Yeah.
but it was very well. They kept to the comic. It was pretty
Yo,
cool.
chill.
It was pretty cool if you like
Couldn't
comic
even
books.
understand what I said.
So
the tea leaves.
New York is opening up the books and allowing people to be themselves. And people normally don't really want to admit it, but everybody feels scared.
Yo,
these
so
days.
this episode is pretty much about how badass the Supreme Court is.
Yeah, pretty
and
much.
Clarence
'Cause
Thomas.
I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I'll be walking around New York
Gangsta.
City these days, and I don't feel comfortable. And I feel like
you gonna get one.
let me finish. And
Hell
I
yeah.
feel like sometimes that
Definitely gonna
there's
get one.
situations
I'ma get
where
two.
I could use some type of like weapon, and I don't really want to be that guy, but shit's getting hectic out there.
It's crazy. The cities are dangerous, bro.
It's very
and someone
dangerous.
as a law-abiding citizen should have every right to carry. So the fact that the news, Chopped Cheese, is trying to tell you that it's going to be more dangerous with the fact that law-abiding citizens now have the right to carry a gun, it doesn't make sense. Because criminals have been terrorizing the fucking cities all across the country for how long now?
And if I see a big black crazy bum with a gun on the train,
It's legal.
bang, you're dead and nobody dies.
Wait, the
But
gun,
now
the
all
bum
the-
has the gun too?
But why you gotta be black?
Because he
Whoa,
was when
he
he
was?
shot
I-
up the
I-
train.
He's referring
No,
to a
alright.
specific. You see?
Shot
No,
the
I'm
guy
just
shot the
playing.
No.
train was a big
See?
black. You ain't
No,
seen
but
a
I'm
big
saying
black
now
dude.
all the
If he
bums
was
are
big
gonna
in
have
Puerto
guns
Rican,
on
I
I
would
would
have
say
a
the
big
same thing.
Puerto
It's a
Rican
big
dude.
Puerto Rican dude.
Big Spanish dude with a
Nah,
gun.
but why
But
I
all
gotta
the-
be black though?
Big Dominican dude.
I'll take
with
it
a gun.
further. He's a big spick.
It was a
Oh,
joke.
shit, you
further.
see, yo, you
I was joking.
Fine, we've been on
But no,
that.
James
but
James
now all the
rocking,
bums are
bro.
gonna have
Jameson?
a gun on the train.
That's not true.
Nah, I don't.
Here's
think
another.
so.
Here's
I
a
don't
funny
think-
Bro.
tidbit. Wait, here's a funny tidbit.
You have to
Chopped
have-
cheese.
you gotta
You
get
ready for
checked.
this? The one of the most law-abiding demographics in this country
It's
that you
Chicago.
will not learn. No.
Get
That you
out,
will not
sorry.
learn from watching the news is concealed carry permit owners.
Oh,
They are
that's-
more
that's where you was going with that.
law-abiding.
You're right. You're
They
right.
are more law-abiding than off-duty cops. Chopped cheese.
But now we don't
Wait,
need
Dave.
have
Wait.
those permits. That's what,
Wait. That's a fact.
okay. But
Go ahead, Dave.
now the only part of what you just said that
Here we go.
doesn't apply to what's going on here is
New York State is shall issue. They never issue. The Supreme Court decision was that they have to start issuing. That's all I'm saying. So what I'm saying is
But now-
they're gonna have to issue concealed carry permits. Oh well,
from
no,
what
in the
I
home.
understood-
It's in the home. It's in the
Exactly,
home.
that's in the home.
Concealed carry's the next step.
No,
Yeah,
now
that is the
now they're
next
gonna
step.
just let you carry.
Yeah,
don't
you
come
could
here for the
just
facts.
carry.
You could
Before,
just carry.
before, if you
But it
went to
has to
go
be
fill out the
concealed.
form,
No, it
Has to be
cannot be.
concealed.
No, no.
cannot.
I thought it was said
cannot
it was
be.
concealed.
You need a concealed carry permit to conceal your carrying. You must have it on your hip exposed. That's
You don't come
you
here
are
for the
allowed,
facts.
You are allowed to carry, but not concealed. You must carry your shit exposed and visible.
Okay.
Everybody's
be concealed.
everybody's getting guns.
That's what you
And
need
it's
a permit
turning
Thank you
for.
for
into-
clarifying. I appreciate that.
It's
'cause
turning
I thought
into
it
the
was
Wild
actually
Wild
opposite.
West.
I thought it was
Nah,
opposite.
I don't believe that. I believe an armed society is a more polite
But
society.
wait, can we bring up the fact that over Juneteenth in Chicago there was over 50 shootings, and Chicago has the most strict gun laws.
50 shootings.
What you
50
just said,
shootings in Chicago,
demonetized.
and it's crazy because we're led to believe that these gun laws that they pass, even they're gonna keep passing more and more and more and more. They're gonna do anything, but all of those guns were illegal weapons.
I know how bad.
99% of the guns used in all those murders were
Illegal weapons.
Illegal weapons.
Illegally owned, illegally obtained, and illegally possessed.
100%.
You feel me?
I know how bad Chicago's doing by the
Put in those neighborhoods by
distance
the
of-
Illuminati.
Okay, put it like this.
Of here that
It
Lori
don't matter who
Lightfoot
put
lost.
it there. Just like the
Of what?
bricks. Remember when all the bricks showed up in the riots? It takes the person to actually initiate the crime and do the act.
Easy to get. That's why they put the bricks there strategically because
Yes.
it's easy to
Yeah,
motivate.
I'm
those
not
people
saying who put because
that
I
way.
agree with you. I agree with you. But you still can't be
He said,
ignorant
why-
enough
why
to
they gotta
pick
be
up
black?
the gun. You feel me? Why you right?
Why they
You
gotta
gotta
be black?
you gotta be. That's like when they used. Remember all the times when they were doing the bait shit, where they had the cars hot, and then the people like they'll jump in for a joyride.
Oh, yeah.
You know
The
what I mean?
bait cars.
Yeah, they'll be hot right there, looking juicy.
How much
Can't-
time
What if they was just trying to take a ride,
How
not
much
for
time-
joy though?
does Lori
You
Lightfoot
see,
have left?
It's the law.
That's a good question. She
Somebody
needs to
just
get out of
barked
there.
at her.
Yeah, and then she said, "Excuse
Yeah,
me, sir."
And it was about shootings and the unsafetyness of the city streets. And if I'm not mistaken, a pregnant woman had just gotten shot
Jesus.
in the front of a hotel.
Jesus Christmas.
You don't come here for the facts, bro.
Chicago,
Chicago.
Lori Lightfoot, she deserves donkey of the day.
So think about
Lori
that.
Lightfoot.
She's the donkey of the
She
day.
is
The
she
donkey
is-
of the day.
Oh, yeah.
It's
She's
scary.
a special one.
It's scary.
Ah,
Yeah.
yo,
special
but just somebody changed my mind. Law-abiding citizens being able to carry is gonna make it more dangerous.
No, and
dangerous?
look at Texas. When a mofo out there, you see his gun, you less
Dave,
likely
honestly,
to bother him, right?
how do you feel about it?
You gonna mess with
You are
somebody
resident leftist.
that's walking around with a gun?
Actually, it's Jigs today.
It's Jigs today. Oh, sorry.
So you gonna mess with somebody that
Yeah,
you can
Jigs.
see they carry?
So Jigs play devil's
You
advocate for
seen
the
when
opposite.
you seen when
For the
Jigs' boy
opposite.
Joe fell off the bike?
We touched on that last week. That was mad funny.
That was
though.
funny.
That was funny.
You messing with somebody that you can see that they carrying?
The likelihood of them being messed with is
If I
less than-
Hit me
see
up a
if
notch.
I see that they're
Kick me up a
carrying,
notch.
right, that means I could run by them real quick and grab their gun.
You confident that you could do that?
I'm fast.
Bro, I was man, I'm
Yo,
gonna
bro,
keep my
first
thoughts to
off,
myself.
There's a little strap, so you got to take out the strap and remove the gun.
You never seen the the magicians? They
So
be
you
like,
ready for that? You ready for that?
Huh?
You
So-
ready for that?
Yeah.
So that's the life you living right now. That you trying to disarm
Fast.
somebody with a gun and shoot.
Take as many guns as
So
I
let me
can.
ask you a question. So now, see, and you know what's funny? You know why I'm asking
Shut
you these
your-
questions? You know why I'm
What?
asking these questions? Because later on, it's
a
not the
Democrat,
gun.
bro.
Later
Relax.
on, it's not the gun.
Uh-huh.
It's the person, because what's going on in your head that you're gonna want to take someone's gun. What is your purpose of that?
Bruh.
What are you trying to accomplish with that?
First of all, you
Peace.
steaming.
Peace. What kind of peace?
I'm trying to get the gun out of this animal's hand.
So you
Why-
think this is
why
a
is he an
Rittenhouse
animal?
case?
Huh?
Why is he an animal?
He's a
He's a-
Democrat. Chill.
Yes, chill out.
He's
These are
dis-
good,
he's
these are
So
good
what-
questions, though. I
Is-
love this
Is
question.
this another Rittenhouse case?
identifying
Huh?
Is
as
this
a
another
Democrat.
Rittenhouse
What
case?
do you mean?
I
He's
don't know,
the
but that
opposing
one,
arguments
that one
on
had
a
a strap.
two-way-friendly
It had a
argument.
strap that he could put around his neck. It was a.
No, I'm saying that guy, the people there also were chasing him and try to disarm him because they were trying to keep the peace.
Exactly.
So is this another Rittenhouse case then? By you trying to disarm someone who's obviously armed
It could
and
be.
showing.
It could be. I see this maniac walking in the street with his
This
shiny
maniac.
gun.
So wait, he's a maniac because he has a
I
gun?
see.
He has to be, right?
He's in full leftist mode right
All
now.
I'm so
maniacs have
confused, bro.
guns.
Clearly.
Nah,
All
all
the
maniacs,
maniacs
have
have
mental
guns.
disorders.
Who?
All
So
maniacs.
why don't you snatch guns out of the cops' hands now? when they
Because you know
walk around
what?
with
There was a
guns?
maniac
They're
not too
allowed
long
to
ago in
have those
Paris.
guns.
Those
They-
are the
they-
and he killed-
maniacs.
there's
Are the
rules.
maniacs.
A lot of
But
people with a
there's
car or with a
rules
truck.
about that.
So I
Huh?
don't know. There was a maniac in Paris, I think it was, that killed like more than 10 people with a truck.
With a truck,
Remember that?
should ban the trucks.
Yeah, right. That did
But-
happen
Yeah.
in somewhere in Paris.
So
But there's
I
not
mean,
many big trucks though over
But
there.
what-
There's
what
a
I'm
lot of
saying
small
is-
cars in Paris. That's a
I
bad
got one.
example.
No,
Cars
no,
are like
no,
half
no,
the
I'm talking
size
about
over
a
there than here.
maniac. A maniac will
We
try to
put
kill
the
people and use,
airbags on the
anything.
outside.
A maniac will use anything that's around him. It's not the gun. So I don't think you identify somebody with a gun as a maniac. Feel me?
Yo.
I don't like
so,
identifying as Democrat anymore. Sounds
Anyway.
stupid.
So when we go into One Police Plaza and we're gonna sign up to get our ratchets,
It sounds
As soon as they allow us to go in.
as soon as they don't
We
Yeah,
gotta-
and-
we
and
gotta-
Monday.
put us in
Monday,
cuffs.
chill
Why do we
out.
gotta sign up?
Because
What
you
do
gotta
mean?
get
it's not
registered.
constitutional
nigga.
carry.
There's not a giant box of
question, man. You
guns
try to
that you
trick
could
us,
just
right?
If it was
go.
He tried to
constitutional
trick
carry,
us.
then that's different.
Yeah, we know our rights,
All we
bro.
gotta do is go by.
I mean, it is constitutional carry.
It's
Yeah.
no
Pretty
much
the fact that
everywhere.
they're enforcing something unconstitutional,
So
which is what they're doing now by not letting us just carry without permission.
The thing here was that when you go to register for a gun, they ask you, "What do you need a gun for?" And then your reason
And then they
is
shit
never
on your
good
reason.
enough.
Exactly.
It's
hold on.
never
Let
good
me- can
enough.
The reason
this
is never good
This is
enough.
a question. This might blow your head. The government is violating our constitutional rights by not allowing us to carry constitutionally.
100%.
That's right.
And you're gonna go to these criminals
And
to get
ask them
permission
for my national freedom.
for you to
Criminal
do
cuckoldals.
something that they're
Yes.
telling you can't.
The sweet irony. Thanks,
you know
Dave.
why? You know
Thanks,
why?
Dave.
Because now they have to give us
Issue.
what we want.
Now they have to
No,
issue.
no. They
You
don't
have to.
do
The Supreme
anything.
Court
Yeah, yes,
said
they
you
do.
have to. You
The
liars.
Thank
Supreme
you.
Court originally, this is an overturning of a ruling they made before. So originally, the Supreme Court was the
Which
ones who
was
said
the Bruin case.
the ones who said nah.
With
and
the
now
NFA
the
Act.
same
Now,
people that
we
said
got-
nah before
we
are
got
saying
two
yes
wins.
to you now.
2 wins in 1 week.
What's the win?
2A and Roe v. Wade.
And we got
But
two
nothing.
V's
But for nothing
and
because
one
we,
D.
Well, I'm a guy. I'm
we
a man.
still live in New York,
Listen,
so it
I'm
doesn't
a
matter.
man.
Okay.
I don't have abortion. The Roe v. Wade thing really.
Well,
has nothing
and
to
you
do
don't
with
have to be a man to not to think
I
that it's.
identify
I was just
To
gonna
not
curse
have-
you out
yo.
again. Shut the
You don't have to be
F
a.
up.
You don't have to be a
I'm a
woman
man.
to
Shut
know
the
that it's wrong to
Talk English.
murders anybody. Right? Murder's bad, right?
You heard him? You heard him?
Let me ask you a question.
I
Let me ask you a
also
question, Dave.
Don't care what other
Do
people
women
do
reproduce
with their-
asexually?
So people can murder people and you don't
I'm
care?
not saying that.
All right.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not a judge or a prosecutor or.
I think it's immoral to murder people.
I'm not involved.
And there's
in-
also laws.
No, yeah, I do agree with that too, but I'm not the one out there doing it.
Fence.
So
Stop sitting on the effing fence.
Damn, bro.
You
I
effing
don't know.
fence.
I mean, hey,
Sit up.
to each
I
their
mean,
own.
what do you want a gun for? You just said you want a gun because there's situations where you're going to
Yeah.
use it. That's pretty much like these women,
Hence,
these
a
people
resident
want that
lefty.
right. So
I don't have
if
to
it's
give you a
murder
situation-
reason.
Hey, the same reason you
I'm
want
not-
a gun
no.
is the same reason they want
No,
the right.
I don't want a gun to murder somebody. I want a gun to protect myself.
All right, and if you.
And if I what?
I didn't say murder. You're saying murder.
I know
to
I said
kill.
murder, and I said
to
murder.
kill.
Yeah. But to kill is to murder somebody.
Okay, so all right. So if you had to protect yourself and end up killing somebody, murdering
Yeah.
them.
I'm going to have to do what's necessary. Only because that person gives me no choice.
You forfeit your life
the baby
when you come
is-
for someone's stuff.
The baby has no choice. It's not even
That's it.
given an
Especially
option
if you
to
are.
breathe.
The baby is about to ruin someone's life.
Damn. I don't know about that. I think it's
This
a
guy's
blessing
out
from
of
God.
control.
That dude that's gonna rob you is gonna ruin your day.
Nah, he's gonna potentially has like
No,
he could take your
take
life.
your wallet.
He could take your life too, though.
All right, so then murder him.
Okay, that's what,
What?
we're saying. We have the right for self-defense,
This
though. But
guy.
that has nothing to do with owning a gun, though.
So this abortion is
Wait,
self-defense.
that has nothing to do with owning a gun.
What?
Yo, see, that's just we can't edit this out, bro.
I'm not.
Bob.
Why
No,
does
no,
that
I'm
need to
just
be
letting you know.
edited?
You
I'm
wreck
being
your own-
facetious.
okay.
I'm being facetious, but it's
I
all
mean,
stupid. I don't care. Like
okay.
He said, "I'm a man. I don't care."
it's all. No, it's not that I don't care. I said that
Resident
doesn't have to do
lefty.
with me.
It
That
does
I'm gonna-
though, because if you had a female pregnant,
Yeah.
hypothetically speaking, you got a female pregnant.
Okay.
All right, she don't tell you. You don't realize it. Then you do realize it. She sends you the sonogram, and you see the little hand, you see the little thing. You like, damn, I want to keep it. And then she goes, oh, guess what, Dave? You don't have a choice, Dave. I don't care if the baby's 6 months, Dave.
You know what else?
Bang, dead.
You know
No,
what
no,
else?
be serious. Don't make a joke about it. Be serious.
Nah, he has
In
to.
theory,
I just
in
gave you
real
I
life-
just gave you a scenario that said that you wanted to keep that baby, and she
And
told you
you're-
I don't
and
care.
You're gonna repeat the scenario.
No,
again.
I'm not. Now I want to hear your response.
It's okay. I'll keep the other 6 billion. Man,
That was
if she ain't with me,
that bomb.
if she's
It
not
bombed.
with me,
It bombed.
if
That one
she's
bombed.
not with me,
And
then,
I love you.
then all right. Do what you want to do.
Nah,
That's not my decision.
nah. That's crazy, and that's crazy that men have that opinion. That's
You
crazy.
know what I
to
think
me.
is worse? You know what
I don't
no.
agree.
You
That's
know what?
Try
crazy
to
to
talk
me.
her out of it.
You know what I
but
think is
Nah,
worse, though?
put the baby up for
I don't
adoption,
want-
and
I
I'll
don't want-
adopt
I
it.
don't want to get the
What you
law
mean?
Wait,
involved.
Kill it.
You know what's worse? You
I
know
don't
what's
want to get the
worse?
law involved.
That guess what? They don't even have to tell you until the baby's alive.
No, what
and
I'm
then
saying
can
is-
go and take you to court, and then
Forget
you would
the
have to pay
adoption.
child support on a child that you
Forget
didn't
the-
even know you had until it was born.
Exactly. The both ways they
So,
try to
women- women-
Yeah. That's what I'm just trying to say.
No one's saying that women can't have abortions. No one ever said,
New York
"Hey,
is
women,
still giving them.
if you get pregnant, you're forced to have a baby." What they
California's
said
still
was,
giving them.
"Hey, depending on what state you live in, you might not be able to get it depending on the state, or there might be strict laws that say, hey, you can't have one after
Time
3
frame,
months."
Yeah, time frames.
So there's a lot of states like Virginia. I don't know if you heard that was vocal about putting down babies. I don't even know how to word it. Putting down babies after they survived abortions.
Remember that was the governor. He's gone. He's
Remember
their
that?
former governor.
Uh,
Making sure
So,
they're comfortable. He don't remember that.
You
Why
know,
would you ask
you
him?
can.
I remember the thing with the who was it that was saying that?
We spoke about
governor,
it. though.
Alex
Yeah.
Jones. Alex
Yeah,
Jones
yeah.
brought it up.
Alright.
It was
Yeah,
Alex.
yeah.
We,
it was-
no,
We
we
make
spoke
the
about
babies
it on
comfortable.
podcast.
Yeah.
We make it
But
comfortable.
that's where I heard it from.
Yeah. He's,
So-
he's their former governor. He's not their governor no more.
Kind of retarded.
But think about how crazy that is, where some people are pro that. And there's other people that are like, yo, we don't even want people getting it at all. But if you're going to do it, make sure at least it's within the 3 months of the first trimester or whatever. Like some people want it to be where you can get it up until the pregnancy. And that's crazy.
That's crazy, bro.
That's crazy, no?
That's crazy.
Now, those are the
bro.
semantics.
That's practically murder,
But
bro.
those are the semantics of that thing. Like those are different levels of abortion. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and guess what? There's states that are so drastic. I think Colorado's one of them,
Yeah,
where
they
you
doing
can have
that.
it past the second trimester.
Yeah, but they've been smoking weed since like
The 80s, right?
Word,
Legally.
so-
Or whatever. I don't know. They don't come here for the
Some
facts.
got some
Come here for
bad
the facts.
weed.
But think about it, bro. The only thing that we need to like make sense of it. Look, it doesn't matter if you're a woman or man. You got to make common sense laws on it, because if you think about it, a woman cannot treat abortion like
Contraceptive.
yeah, exactly, like however you want to put it. It's a responsibility that they have to take more than it just being a political view.
And it's on, and I feel like it's not just on the guy or the girl.
we got
It's
back to
on
abortion.
both people as a
Yeah,
unit.
we try to talk about two-way shit.
All right, so the two-way shit,
This thing.
And then, but finish what you were gonna say.
it's on both
Nah, nah,
people.
finish,
it's
finish.
really on both people to make a
More-
decision
yeah,
on whether
this
they
is what
want
it
to
is.
bring the life
The-
in.
the people
and
are
they
using it right
they
now
should
to-
make that decision before they decide to have sex.
And if both people
It's a way to
can't come
curtail
to a-
responsibility.
What
Really a better
happens?
way to do
What
it.
happens if both people
Before
can't
having
come
to bring the government
to
into
a
what we
consensus?
did in the
What happens?
sheets, we should be
People are
responsible
using it
about
as a way
that.
to curb
That's my whole
responsibility.
shit.
Word,
And that's
word,
immoral.
word.
Nah, I feel you, but still, even if let's say
I'm
that you
I'm
talk
making
about it,
decisions on my own before the government gets involved with what my penis does. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna let it get to that. I'm not gonna get some woman.
If put it like this,
Pregnant by
I
accident.
believe that if a man shows up knowing that he's about to have intercourse and he's not prepared with a condom, he's just lazy. Because your bro, they
it's
free.
not the only
They
way
free.
somebody can get
They
pregnant.
free.
A condom could break.
It
there could be
can,
holes
it
in
can.
She could poke holes in the condom.
But that's why you come prepared.
No, but then
Always.
that's,
She
but-
could poke holes in your condom.
How?
All right, let's just keep it
What?
real.
You been having sex with ninjas?
All right, you come
why,
prepared.
why they gotta be ninjas though?
They
Yo,
white ninjas? They
you
black?
come
What kind of
prepared, right?
ninja?
Pink
And
ninjas.
on average, it's not gonna break, and you're not noticing where you're gonna be releasing inside of her.
On average,
I don't want to bring.
You know when it breaks. So there again, like
Yo, this conversation is teetering.
whatever PTSD that
This
fear
is
comes
live, bro.
from.
It's teetering.
this is live.
I
We're
stay
doing it
away.
live.
I stay
This is
away
live.
from those
It's
type of
teetering
women.
on crazy.
But tell me no, though.
This is your
No, but
favorite.
the A2 shit.
Is your favorite? What
Swiggs
opinion
had
you
a
pick?
condom
Two
Like
A
a
switch
what?
job.
2A, A2.
Nah, come on, bro.
I don't know this stuff.
Two-way. You just corrected
Hold on,
us
hold on. Stop
when
front.
we were
Don't-
debating concealed carry
fuck,
permits.
fuck the lights, fuck the cameras, right?
But I don't know that.
You know what it
That
feels
is
like if
easy.
it's not a condom or if it's raw. Stop.
Jesus.
So you got to be responsible.
I'm not the one arguing.
I'm not.
with you
I'm just
about
putting it
that.
out
He got
there.
tight. He
I'm
screamed
putting it
at
out
you.
there.
Looking at
Niggas
me
just
and-
fur, everybody fur. Like, this is what this guy's
He
talking
screamed
about.
at
Over
you.
there. I don't know.
He said, "You gotta
Everybody
know what
gotta
it feels
know.
like."
I didn't say any of that. I didn't say what you. I'm
Oh,
all right.
He
Dave
uses
doesn't know.
lambskin.
Dave doesn't know.
So, but
Nah, God.
no dead air. Go ahead, take it away.
So, I think in certain states where they do have like legal weed and are permit states, whatever gun carry, you know,
It'll come in
if
for
you
the
have
facts.
a weed license,
you
You
you're
can't
not
null and
allowed
void.
to have the gun license.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
heard
but
of that.
but I'm sure that was before marijuana was decriminalized federally. So just like alcohol, when it was decriminalized, like you can drink and get a gun.
Yeah,
so
a
I'm
lot
pretty
of
sure
people
now if
own
you
But
guns.
when
smoke
alcohol,
cannabis,
but when the prohibition
I don't
of
think so.
alcohol was lifted,
You
they
can't
didn't
drink?
have
I don't
own a
medical
gun?
alcohol.
I don't think you-
didn't
I don't
have
think
to
you're
get a
allowed to
medical
smoke weed and
card
own a
to
gun.
get
But you don't.
alcohol.
But
you
you
don't
know
need a
why?
medical
You don't.
card to get
because
marijuana now.
they-
Any,
how do you
in
gonna
the
test
city
you?
either.
Not here.
Have
but
you
I'm
ever
just
heard of
saying,
anybody
you
being
hear-
tested for
In
drugs
states.
before they
I'll
were?
wait
Because
till the whole
those
crowd
states-
They
quiets
have the
down.
medical licensing.
Yeah.
If you get your, that's what I'm saying. I'm not
Sorry.
saying here. I'm saying in states that do have medical licensing. If you get a medical licensing, it
Yeah, that's
affects
the
your
only way that they'll be
ability
able to know.
get gun carrying
Yeah.
licenses.
Yeah, but I'm sure that changed after marijuana was
Even-
But now-
decriminalized on a federal.
But when you get the
that-
background check, they ask you that question:
I'm not sure.
Do you use drugs or
But
are you?
before it was
addicted to any
decriminalized,
substances?
so now so this thing, yeah, before it was decriminalized,
Alcohol
I
is a
feel like
drug.
they still
it
gonna
was
use
just
it.
decriminalized
I don't think-
federally.
Alcohol
I'm not
is a
telling
drug,
you
pal.
wrong.
But that's what I'm saying.
My
but
feeling is telling
but just
me-
because
my
that
mental
it was
telling me they're gonna
decriminalized
use it
doesn't
against
mean,
You could carry a. I mean, you can have a firearm if
in
you're
the
an
law-
alcoholic, right? But you can't carry it if you're drunk. You shouldn't carry it if you're drunk, right?
Yeah, I feel you.
It's gonna
But
be the
there's
same
no
principle.
law against not carrying it drunk.
There probably is first of all,
There's gonna have to be a
being
lot
that
of
the
new
Supreme
laws,
Court
put
made
it
their
like that.
decision, you already saw all the mayors and all the Democrat-run shitholes are all going to try to pull together and try to make some legislative push against it.
Of course. they
So
will.
we don't really know what other loopholes they might put into it. So my cynical mind is telling me, yo, maybe they are gonna use that something like that against us.
Do we know of any states that it's both legally
That's
on
a
both
good
ends?
question.
Do
We have
know
to
any?
crowdfund
Or,
this
That
this
what?
question.
do you know any states that
Crowdsource it.
it's legal for both marijuana and 2A?
We gotta
Texas?
figure it out.
Texas? I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like,
It's like one of these.
You don't come here for
somebody
the
was
facts.
telling me about this. It was one of these southern states, my boy, that has a marijuana. Maybe even
Virginia.
Jersey. Maybe even Jersey.
Virginia?
Because he got his license for weed.
Because you could smoke
And then
there,
he
I'm
can't
pretty
get-
And he
sure
got a
not
gun in
unless
Jersey?
You can have
He
a
can't get
gun
the
in
gun.
Virginia.
But
Florida,
exactly,
Florida.
Jersey is a
Nah,
shall
Florida,
issue,
marijuana's
and they
not
never
legal.
Yeah, it
issue.
It's
is.
been decriminalized?
Yeah, you
For
can
real?
smoke it. Yeah, it's federal,
Nah, I
bro.
don't think
It's
so.
federal
Nah.
means the whole.
I don't
New
think
York
so.
just recently did it. You know that.
New York
Yeah.
just recently.
Yeah,
did
and
it.
That
we
doesn't
weren't
mean
doing
there's still states
Yeah.
where it's not
Yeah.
legal.
yeah.
They didn't
I don't
decriminalize
think
it
Florida
federally
did.
here.
I
Not,
don't think
they
so.
did. In
So
New
that
York.
means that it's everywhere.
No, they did it in New
Search
York.
it by search
That
it.
means the state of New York. That
They- I don't
means
think Florida
the
is-
state.
I don't think. But can you?
I don't think
yeah,
Florida.
yeah,
The
No.
state.
Federally does not mean state.
Yeah. If
Federally does not mean state.
It was federally, but state does not. If the state does not acknowledge,
Hold on, we going to the
what's
truth.
it called? Not medicinal, is recreational. In New York, it's considered legal recreationally. So right off the back, once they did that, all the laws are dropped. Bro,
You're
you
not
can
a
smoke in
DA.
front of a cop, bro.
You're
You
not
see
a
how many
DA.
people smoke, bro? You can smoke in front of a cop, bro. You see that they don't mess with you.
Federally decriminalized, bro.
Where?
Federally.
Where?
What
In
do you
New
want
York.
to?
So
this
all
is
50 states-
federally
so-
means the whole country.
So
Federally
all-
means
So look it up. Is
House
weed
passes
legal?
bills to decriminalize marijuana. Yeah, that's
That's CNN?
decriminalized. This is CNN. This is USA.
put-
Passes bill to,
USN
but put New
News.
York.
Put
And then put
all-
Florida.
But this is New York
Put
too.
is
This
weed
is
Nah,
legal
Listen, wait,
in
you ready?
all
You
50
ready?
states.
Here's a question for
Is
Google.
weed legal in all 50
Ask
states?
Google.
There
Can
you
I
go.
can I smoke OG Kush while I have my Glock on me? In what states in the country can I
Driving
do that?
my car shirtless
No shirt.
under the speed limit.
OG Kush Glock under the speed limit. Is that legal?
We gotta look for recreational because just because it says legal doesn't mean that it's recreational. So you gotta understand that. That's why I said earlier.
No, but as long
New
as
York recognizes it as a recreational use. So other states it may be legal, but it's not recreational. So if you get stopped,
This is old.
you feel me? You understand the difference, right? So you can legally use it maybe in Florida and Texas, but it's not recreational. So you can't just walk around chiefing. You got to make sure that you got a card or that you registered to smoke legally.
Jesus Christ.
You feel me?
It's
Freedom.
legal for medicinal use in Florida.
And medicinal, yeah, not recreational.
We should all just
We
vote.
know that because when we was there in 2020, it wasn't legal.
We should all just vote libertarian.
We already knew that, so we was
Leave us
thinking.
alone.
But
you listen to Dave
New
Smith.
York is medicinal too. Then
It's-
see, but this
and
can't be
ev-
right.
and
I think so.
no,
Told
no,
me
it
about
is
him
right
last time.
because New York just recently recognized it as recreational.
But then
pull that up.
that's
Google
not
that.
medicinal.
Medicinal, it means you need a card. Recreational means you don't need a card.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
And what I was just reading, I was saying, says that it's for medicinal use in the
But
city.
Google New York recreational marijuana.
So then why I believe anything I just read
no,
here?
no, because that's showing you federal. Now you got to look at individual state what they're doing. You was just looking at federal statistics.
Yo,
New
Bob,
York
you,
City.
you're supposed to have these stats, Bob. Come
no,
on.
no, don't trip. Don't
This is the new CNN,
put
Bob.
recreational. Don't put laws, bro. Put recreation and go straight to it.
This guy don't know letters. He don't know how to type letters. And I don't know sounds.
Legal adult use and possession in New York City. It is now legal for adults 21 and older to possess up to 3 ounces of cannabis and up to 24 grams of concentrated cannabis for personal use in New York. That's
Yep.
recreational.
Yep.
Adults may smoke or vape cannabis wherever smoking tobacco is allowed under the smoke-free air laws with a few
booyah.
exceptions.
Florida
With
does
few
not have that
exceptions?
yet.
Yeah. That,
I
Florida-
mean, if I could smoke a cigarette in my
Yeah.
car.
that
Yeah.
means don't put dust in it. Don't
Yo, bro,
put
you
crack
Florida-
in it.
surprised. Yo, can I
Florida
keep it
does
real?
not have
In your
it,
blunt.
and I wish they did.
Shop cheese, can I keep it real?
Just
Yeah.
weed.
I see a lot of people smoking in their cars.
Oh, of course.
A lot of
course.
people.
Ignorant
Yo,
people.
you snitching?
Nah, I ain't
Yo,
seen nothing. Papi
Bob,
don't. Papi
chill,
live
bro.
right here. I ain't
Cut
give you
that
no
out.
license plates,
Cut that out.
and I
bro.
don't. I definitely don't smoke while I
You
drive.
saw that in another city. That was not
So-
our great New York. That was in Jersey.
Huh?
Word.
I
Yo,
don't
Bob,
know no
why
license
you keep
plates.
messing with them, bro?
I'm doing the right thing.
He lowered everybody.
Because look at
This
the
guy.
thing. You
Peeking?
can't
Bro,
hear it. You can't
It's
hear
not
that.
about us. It doesn't give the same out.
This guy is messing with audio
Now,
midstream.
yo,
It's
bro,
what you had an arm before.
All right, good. Don't touch it.
Yeah, this is
I
hilarious.
know what I'm doing.
He knows what he's doing, pa. He's the emergency dude.
How long it took me to do that earlier? When I was trying to
He's
do
the
it to
emergency
perfection.
dude.
But look at the levels right there.
Don't look at those because there's
The
one
levels is
channel on
good.
there.
The levels is
It's
good.
us three. So when we
You
talk,
know
you
whose
get
levels
it
were
all.
high, pa?
Who?
Nancy Pelosi.
She was
Did
big
you see
man.
how mad she was after that verdict?
She hasn't been able to have kids. Shut
Yo,
your mouth.
One specific moment during her stupid ass speech was when
she
she's
be
talking,
lying?
and I hear,
Oh.
I thought that was her false teeth, pa.
Oh, what was it? Her wine glass or something?
I think
You
it
talking
was
about
her
today?
earring. Yeah.
You saw when she
I
was
think it was
screaming?
her earring. I didn't even see. I just
She
started
got
crying.
She got really upset. She
Yeah,
got
that's
really
what
Yo,
I'm
my
talking
question is
about.
why
she
she
was
didn't have
pissed
on-
off.
Why she didn't have on her Juneteenth dashiki?
Her scarf.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
She cares
She
so much.
forgot. She's supposed to wear it all week though.
She cares so much.
She's supposed to wear it all week.
She should be wearing that sheesh for the whole month.
They stopped doing
yeah.
lunges
She
in the
cares
house.
so much about
It's
black
supposed
babies.
to be half that and half rainbow.
Yo, I did a
She's a
Juneteenth
bozo.
joke the other day.
It hit.
Uh-oh.
The crowd liked it, but there was this one lady in the front that
She
was
wasn't
like,
feeling it.
"Come on."
Can you disclose what her skin color was?
She was white.
She was a Karen.
Oh.
No. She was just white.
That was a white lady?
I don't know her name
I didn't say that was
or
her
what
name.
she
A Karen.
identified as. I don't
A
know what she
Karen.
didn't identify. But she
yeah.
just didn't like the joke because I said, "It's Juneteenth." Pretty much, that's just a celebration of how good white people can keep a secret.
Wow. I understand why she didn't like it because she's
Come
never stuck
on.
up.
She was like, I was like, "It's okay. We're here now. We love each other."
They love us only every 4 years, bro. Or locally every 2 years.
Only when we're gonna break their
Non-stop,
windows.
not every 2 years.
Don't they love us?
We're on your side.
They wear our t-shirts and shit.
What is it? We're on your side.
Yo,
no,
but-
not
yo,
my
the
house. Look, we love you here. We like you here.
I wish I would have
When
had
we're
them.
when we're dating
If
their
you want to
daughters.
pull them up, I don't on the side, but Obama was very vocal
Barry?
today.
Barry?
Oh, yes.
Hillary was very vocal.
Yo, the way she
Hillary,
started off
more
her
like
tweet
Hillary.
that hit the
Yeah.
airwaves was just crazy. It was
What?
just like,
Who's-
how could you hold a position that you hold and then
Michael
make that
was very vocal today.
tweet?
Who? Michael.
Michael.
LaVane Robinson.
Who? Oh, Levon.
LaVon Robinson.
Like
Michael
LaVon?
LaVon Robinson.
He was
He-
very
He
vocal
had
today.
something to say.
They had a lot to
of
say.
Course, of
Spoke
course.
out.
They got individual accounts on Twitter.
They
They're
had a
not
lot to
banned.
say.
But who else?
You know,
There's a
they
lot
just
of
got
people.
fired a couple months ago from like that
From
Amazon
Netflix?
deal with
Oh,
Netflix and all that, right?
Netflix, yeah.
Crazy.
Right? Who wants to see a movie produced by Obama?
Go woke, go broke, bro.
He looks like he
Woke Go
You
Broke.
see Disney hitting
could
like
tuck a football
50%
real good,
low.
right?
Yo, you know what's another Go Woke Go Broke that nobody really's covering in the
Go
news?
Woke
What's the name of the movie?
You seen what happened in Sri Lanka?
Nah, what happened?
They forced their whole economy to go green, and now they're like killing politicians and.
Wait. What
Just
you mean?
Google
go
what's
green?
happening right now in Sri
Yo,
Lanka.
Don't start spreading propaganda, man.
Bro, you don't come here for the facts, Chopt.
Bro.
Jeez. But like and
You
subscribe.
just gave him a bunch of time to Google
Thumbs up.
something. Now I'm gonna Google something.
But what,
Make sure you,
what they
you
doing
love
though?
us and tell everybody about us.
What they doing, Goose?
But Sri Lanka, we'll see what's happening in Sri Lanka. Apparently they're going green. I went green a month ago. No, I didn't.
I don't even know what that
Look at
means.
this, look at
I
this.
don't either.
Sri Lanka. This is just one headline that comes up.
Let's
Sri
hit it.
Lanka
Let's
troops open fire as protests over fuel turns to riots.
Over fuel.
Police say 4 civilians and 3 soldiers wounded when shots were fired during unrest sparked. So pretty much the crisis is all about going green.
Why?
Which
What
they
happened?
trying
What
to
they
force-
fighting for? What they?
They
They're
pretty
not
much-
giving them gas.
They running out of gas. Gas is overpriced. They going.
Petroleum is at an
They're
all-time
forcing
high.
green on them. Bob.
So why none of
and their
them?
economy has collapsed within the last year.
We have what?
None of them can get a Tesla. Stop laughing at me
But
and
wait,
tell me
can they be
if
imported to-
Elon
can
is
they be
making
imported there?
Teslas over
No,
there.
what it is that they're gonna shut down all the factories.
The Tesla factories or the
No,
Chevy Bolt
just
factories?
the factories of clothing, of manufacturing factories they have in
You
Sri
ready
Lanka.
for this? I'm gonna
A
read
lot of
something
them
off of
do.
So
Google.
they can't
Dale,
use
dale, yeah.
I'll read
oil
this off of Google.
power their factories.
Why Sri Lanka is in crisis. The crisis is said to have begun due to multiple compounding factors like tax cuts, money creation, a nationwide policy to shift to organic or biological farming, the Easter bombings in 2019, and the impact of COVID-19 pandemic. The subsequent economic hardships resulted in the 2022 Sri Lanka protests. And they just been bugging. It's been complete unrest. They're going after political figures.
Yo,
the economy's collapsing.
What's the population?
Oh, that's another good question.
Because do you see that happening on a grand scale in America? Because, I mean, I'm not saying it's going to keep increasing, but it hasn't slowed down.
Well, oh, no, not over here.
No.
Why would it happen here?
I mean, what you mean? Why? I'm not saying
No,
it
you
would. I'm
laugh, but
saying
you
hypothetically.
about
you
21
know why
million.
I asked that question?
21 million. Wow.
And I seriously asked that question. Why would it happen here when
You ready for
all
my
these
response?
morons, because there's nothing else to call them, willingly gave up their rights, stood inside and quarantined, or listened to some crap that was called a quarantine.
It's not a joke. Come
Martial
on, man.
law was called quarantine.
Come
I
on,
shouldn't
man.
even say that, but that's what it was, bro.
Come
No,
on,
because
man.
Everybody
that's
willingly
how they
gave up
did.
their rights at that time. So why would we protest? Tell me. Why?
I mean,
Did you
There's
give
no
up your right?
reason.
Did you give them up willingly?
No, but when he says we means we as a society and all of us. Like, and that involves me.
Yo,
I'm a
speaking
That's
part
what
of.
I'm saying.
I'm a
This-
part of
Speaking
that.
of-
People
No,
look
no,
at
no, I'm
America.
saying-
People look at New
do
York
you-
and they're like, oh look, they all went
Wait, wait.
inside and that.
but
involved
wait.
me
Do
too.
you understand?
think
Wait. Do you
I
understand
think
what I'm
that there
saying?
was-
Do
Speaking
you
of
think
weed.
that they can make us go green? That's what I'm asking.
Can you put your headphones back on?
I got
You heard?
angry.
Do you think that they can make us go green the way they made 21 million? The
Who?
government.
Where in Sri Lanka?
The way Sri Lanka, 21 million, can that happen over here? The same into a grand
I
scale
mean,
of America.
and if you were paying attention,
that
right?
they-
If
you ready? Can I
everybody-
respond?
Yeah, go ahead.
If you were paying attention, Potato Brain's whole platform was, I'm gonna destroy the oil industry.
Yes.
I
Like, I
remember
think it's like
he-
word for word.
when he
Yeah.
was, he said
gonna
that
stop
in one of the debates.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
So it's
Definitely.
like, I could definitely see that happening over here. Gas ain't gonna stop getting. It's not gonna stop growing. It's not gonna stop raising. The price is not gonna stop going up, and we're not even in peak driving season right now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, and he ran his whole platform was I'm gonna destroy y'all.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense, bro.
Does it make sense?
Because
So I could see that happening.
The reason why I only could see it happening here is because the route we're going, it's so obvious that it's on the, it's gonna keep rising, and inflation is like is weird, bro. It's weird because
Diesel
now
shortages.
remember they're blaming one side, they're blaming this side, and then remember we still haven't forgot about Russia.
Bruh.
Did you see Biden today? What he said?
Let's hear it.
He was screaming some. Do you think it was wrong for us to help Ukraine? Do you really care about the gas prices being high?
He said
yeah.
that?
He said we not obligated, but it was like our duty to help them.
What? I'm tired of America being the
So
world's police.
again,
We're going through a
but
recession.
again, they're blaming the war.
Yeah, yeah,
And it's
it's
like
Putin's
bro,
price
yeah,
hike.
This shit was happening way before that.
Yeah,
You're just
they-
using,
Exactly.
and everyone else is using it as an excuse
It's
to
a
begin
proxy
with.
war. It's a proxy war.
Exactly. So there's money
And
to
they
be
funneling
had.
the money.
So what was New York's solution? You saw that they stopped the federal tax. So
It
now
was
it's
like
like
15
they said
cents?
now they said I saw 4, bro, 4 to 7,
cents?
depending on your area, 4 to 7 cents
Cents?
a gallon.
How many glizzies can that buy you?
I don't know.
4 to 7 cents. How many glizzies can that buy you?
It depends on how many gallons you pumping, bro.
Yeah,
Pause.
you remember it's crazy though.
Depends how many
It's
glizzies
crazy
you
with
can
the
fit in your
Russians though,
tank.
right? Because when BLM happened, you see like the cops killing black people. When the Asian Lives Matter thing happened, you see all the Asian people getting beat up. You don't see nothing happening to the Russians. They don't want no smoke. You know what Russians do, bro?
Yeah,
They
you
drink
can't really
vodka.
bully Russians in
Nah, that's
in,
what I'm saying.
in Brooklyn.
Yeah,
But you
or
know
in
what?
Queens.
You know what?
Yeah, you could
Yeah,
try.
exactly. But you know what's the thing?
could
You would
try.
have to
You don't
identify
hear
them.
any violence
Mother Russia.
happening to these
That's
Russians,
true.
right?
How do you identify them?
That's funny, right?
That is
Not
pretty
until
funny.
everybody gets their gun license.
Oh my
Yo,
god.
They
bro,
have
yo,
them already, bro.
You heard what I said though?
Illegal.
How do you identify them? Because a lot of people don't even know what the Russian flag look like.
Dangerous. That's how you identify them
Yeah,
as.
we do.
They
It's
identify as
red.
dangerous.
I didn't say you didn't. I said a lot of people don't even
Just look for
can't
the
even
accent.
identify it.
Look for an accent.
You feel me?
It looks
Just
white.
like for accent, bro. It could be any type of accent.
I know how to spot a Russian accent. I
Okay,
used to
you
work with
do,
Russians.
but a lot of people don't. So it's gonna be hard to attack them and to be malicious to them.
Not that we want to.
individually. No.
He's stating that it's a weird
but you-
coincidence
but-
that they didn't really.
But you know why it's so
experience any-
easy for the Asian culture? Because they look at them as a demographic where people judge them and their squinty eyes or however you want to look at
They
it.
should be a lot more hated than all the other races, right? Right now, I mean, because with all the
Of course, I agree,
publicity
100%.
that war is just because of the publicity and all the like. The
And
garbage
Ukrainians
that
are
the news is
sympathized
pushing
right now.
out. That's the
Yeah.
only reason that I'm saying that.
Yeah, of course.
It's just because of that, and I don't know. They good over here.
Ukrainians are getting sympathized as well. Unless you're transgender, because
You wanna
remember they
hear
didn't
something?
allow any of them
What-
to leave.
What's
Remember that?
crazy is
Nobody cares about
a
that
lot
either.
of American Ukrainians.
You heard that though?
What?
That just went right over your head, bro.
Nah, I heard.
Yeah,
He didn't hear you. We heard.
There was a lot of transgenders that would not allow out of Ukraine.
Yeah.
oh yeah, that's a whole
Yeah, that's the
nother-
funny thing
that's
when
a
you
whole
you're
nother-
talking about the correlation between that
Yeah.
specific community and they were trying to support Ukraine when
yeah,
they don't even allow
They
gay
put them on
marriage
their
in
flag.
Ukraine, which is crazy.
Ooh,
The LGBT community, they put Ukraine on their flag.
They were in their bio.
And in
No, no.
Ukraine, wait. In Ukraine,
Shout out to
it's
Anomaly.
against the law to get married if you're gay.
Yo, we gotta start putting this
understand
stuff
My
into
fault
the air.
that I'm just putting it out there, guy.
All right,
Wait,
oh,
what's
yeah,
that?
yeah, that's another.
we're gonna meet these people through podcast osmosis.
Who?
No,
Meet
but
these
what,
people?
what's a
Salty
crazy thing
Cracker.
about the
Oh, yeah,
history?
well, shout out to Chopt.
Shout
You
out to
just said that, I didn't
Crowder.
hear if you said
Shout
that.
out to
a lot
Anomaly.
of the history that we're separated from
Shout out to each
with-
one teach one.
with this news is the
On
Ukraine
IG
used to be
and
part
on
of
YouTube.
USSR, and so a lot of Ukrainians identify with their bloodline as Russian.
Yeah, that's why they like.
It's
bro, they're
Ukraine
practically on top of each other.
became
like-
its own country when the USSR split up, which was within our lifetime.
Yeah.
So
The
their
wall,
parents
drop the
and
wall.
their grandparents
Who-
are and speak Russian.
Who's the latest
You know what I'm saying? Like-
company to back out from ban? There was a recent company that was
Another
just like,
one?
yeah, that they just went public. They were like,
Wendy's,
no, it was a big one too. Damn, I should have.
Wimpy's,
Hello,
Hello Wimpy's.
But so far it's Starbucks, Nike, and there's a couple other companies that they're no longer letting people operate.
Really?
in their
They're not
in
gonna-
Russia. There's
they're
a
not
lot of
gonna
them.
deal
That,
with Russia no more.
it's been like that for a while. They're not allowing people to use their services.
This has
They've
never
been
happened
banned.
before. Why is it happening now?
Well,
It's
it never
another
happened
question
because
I-
have you ever heard of a popular war
Yo,
that
but-
we
My
had
qu-
this type of social
My question
media?
is this
It
though,
has
right?
happened.
The Germans?
When was the last war?
Exactly.
Not
Yo,
social
exactly.
media. Social media. I'm
No,
talking
Well,
about.
there
no,
was no
no,
social,
no,
but it
but-
was kind
but
of like that.
before
There was a
social
lot of
media-
propaganda. That was that was
Exactly.
Social media is the
before
reason
social
why there's
media.
so much information shared.
But
That's
it
what I'm
was-
saying.
But
like,
this
But my point is
tactic
that-
has been used before. It's only using
Bro,
the
in a
tool of
different
you're
social
not
media
allowed
in
to
a
use
different-
their services. There's never been that easy for you to
Yes, it is.
vocalize that.
Yes.
Nah, no, it has not been, bro. Back in the days, there was not information shared as it was today.
It was television, and that was
And
the
radio.
first boom. That was the
Bro,
first
there was
boom
like
of shared
3
information.
channels back in the
And
days.
It
But see,
doesn't
let me-
matter, but
that's
those 3 messages got out to a bunch of people
Everybody
at one
watched
time.
just
Bro,
that
but-
message.
But
Yes.
what I'm saying is,
I don't watch the news.
Y'all looking
and
at
I
it from a
have the
different
liberty
aspect.
of no. Think about the millions of people like me that don't watch the news.
No, I'm just-
Think about me if I was born back then. I would have to watch the news.
Dave,
and or
let me ask you a
listen to
question.
it.
Were you able back in the days to get information out as you were able to worldwide today?
I'm not talking about
That's
me.
what I'm talking about. You didn't have that. It was either selective services.
But what
now,
we're talking about
Yes,
is the
but
government
you're
has
not-
always been
you're
at the
making
top of being able
okay,
to put out
let me
that
put it
information.
even.
We're talking about
let me break it down.
individual.
Let me break it down even easier. When was the last time, in those days, they were able to put out
Who is they that you're referring to?
the media?
Exactly. That's
When
what
was
I'm
the
saying.
last
That's
time
what I'm
back in the
saying,
days
too.
they were able to put out in the media an Amber Alert to the mass the way they are today?
That's why we have the
No,
emergency
no,
alert
no.
system.
Bro,
That's been out
bro,
since TV came out.
You had to be near radio. You have to be
And-
near a TV.
and people
you are
had
always
radios.
no, bro. You're missing the point, bro.
In their homes, there was a radio.
He's missing, bro. And if you're not home,
You only come in for the facts when Dave is here, bro.
and if you're not home, Dave.
Then you hear the person
There
that
was an
watched
alarm
that
that-
show. That's
Friend
the
of the
point
show,
that I'm
so
trying
what
to
I'm
say.
saying
Not
is-
just that.
it-
No,
it-
no, no.
what Dave
Not
is
the
saying-
show.
hold on.
No.
They also had an alarm that went off in the town.
And y'all weren't privy to the information that was in other states as you are today, as easy as you are right now. You had to
Information's never been
But
this
it's-
accessible.
wait. Yeah,
Yes,
it never
I
has,
understand
and it
that,
was
but a
not back in
message
those
was
days to
In the
easier.
last 5 years, 10
But,
years.
But there was
It was
only
not, bro.
one TV
But if
station.
I
actually
want to
been
convey a
shows
message,
so
Every
and
show
I have
was talking
power.
about the same thing.
Okay.
All right,
Back
next.
then.
That's exactly
Bro.
if I wanted to convey a message and I was in a position of power. This is during, let's say, when the television
missing the
first came
point.
out.
But I'm getting your point. But
You're not, because what you're
no,
saying.
you're not getting.
You're stating what you're stating,
Gentlemen,
and I
gentlemen.
understand what you're saying,
But that's what I'm saying.
but
That's
I
all
think
it
it's
is.
time for the wrap
That's
up,
all it
gentlemen.
is.
the information that was spread wasn't given to every single person. As
Yeah, but-
easy it is, because you had to have a radio. Back in those days, not every single person
even know what they're
individually
debating
owned a
about.
radio or a TV.
It doesn't matter,
Okay,
but
but-
you're not listening.
hold on.
If there's
That was
three
the
channels,
point, though.
Now,
How am I
but
not
the
listening?
point
That's
is-
the
you're
point.
cutting me off again, and you're not letting me get my point across. You did that to Dave 2 times and me 2 times.
Okay, go ahead.
Nigga, if there's if the TV just came out,
Uh-huh.
let's say there's 3 channels like you said there are, right?
Uh-huh.
Let's say that these 3 channels show the same message in a different way, right?
Okay.
If I don't have a TV, the person that has a TV is gonna tell me what that message said.
So-
then I'm gonna tell
so
that
the- so
person.
what we're
and
saying
that
is-
person.
So you're talking
then
about
the
telephone.
newspapers
So
are
no.
gonna say what that message
Yeah,
said.
so what
then the
we're saying
radios are
is-
gonna say
yes.
what that television said.
What-
the message is gonna
You'll-
be easier conveyed
Hold
because
up.
it's the same message and
Exactly.
there's not all that information
But
coming at
what
once.
the confusion is yes, the message won't get spread as quickly without
We got a
because,
Yes,
voice
I-
off camera.
but it'll get out to
Controlling
everyone.
the show.
Exactly.
Fast.
Okay. So my point exactly.
But
Because
the message,
the
but now,
message
but
is-
now there's so many more messages. That's the whole thing. That's what we're saying. Sometimes the message gets
doing it
jumbled
live.
up in the fact
So
that
now
we have
some
this.
people
So
are stuck in
now,
reality
not
TV.
as many
Some
people
people are
hear
stuck in the war. Some people
one
are
message
stuck
at
in
a time. We're hearing 1,000 at a time.
I understand what
and
you're
we
saying.
missed that
and,
message.
And the time frame that you're saying is very long that people hear and are aware of what's going on. Now it's so easily accessible that is given to you right there. Wait. That the normal person that was not going to be listening to TV or watching TV or caring is caring because it's directly on you.
Is
I
Karen.
disagree.
Okay.
You know why? Because they're blasting so many other things for us to care about that we don't get that message ever.
How did you hear about the war in Ukraine, Dave?
So, Jigs, what do you think we should do later on tonight?
Because the
always
because
hungry. I'm-
people
I'm
around me are
vegetarian,
talking
I'm
about it.
starving.
Now, if you're in a circle where no one around you is talking about it, you wouldn't know anything. If all this stuff that's happening,
Where you heard about Ukraine? On your phone?
where you heard
It
about
had to be
Chicago, the
somewhere,
same
I
place
don't
you
know.
heard
You didn't hear it
about
on the radio or
Chicago,
I
TV?
can't tell
the
you
same
where
place you
it
heard
had
about
to be.
Chicago.
Can we
Where
get back?
you heard about
Can we
it?
get back to our show?
Yeah. I'm just saying that's the funny.
I mean, because
thing,
I
though,
want to be a
because
part of the conversation.
like
with
like
you
Goose
three
said though,
Susias
information
over there,
is
playing by
way
themselves.
easily
Double Dutch.
accessible today than it ever was, especially 100
I
years
still
ago.
don't even
But
know
there's
what y'all
so much
debating about.
information that's accessible
still-
that it makes it harder to
Dave's
get
a contrarian,
information.
boy.
If it's one topic
And our
and it's the
resident
main
lefty.
topic, then that's not a factor.
I like it when he
You feel
listens
me?
like that.
But there's more.
No. At one moment in time, there was one factor. It was Ukraine and Russia,
Thumbs up.
pretty much. So it's not distorted or other stuff. Yeah, you can possibly be distracted, but bro, the main topic was that. The same way the main topic right now is abortion.
But that's if you watch the news. I don't.
Well, he said,
A
radio or TV.
Just because I heard about it
watch
doesn't mean I.
Bro, you don't have to watch it. It's on your
Hold
phone,
on.
on
You
your
ready for me?
feed, bro.
You ready for me
Everywhere.
I
to-
understand that.
It's
You
there.
ready to
No, I know
agree
what you're
with-
saying. I know what you're saying.
And you saying you not paying attention, you not watching the news, but it was so on your mind that you made a joke about it on stage.
What joke I made?
An abortion joke.
What joke I made?
I don't know.
Bah, you just said you made an abortion joke.
No,
You
he
did?
didn't say
No,
that.
no,
I
no, no,
don't know,
no.
I don't
My
know.
apologies,
No,
because
he
you guys
didn't.
been arguing. You made a
was
Juneteenth joke.
Juneteenth.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Jackoff's been arguing for like 20 minutes, bro.
No, it's not an argument. It's a disagreement because
on,
I
man.
feel different. I feel
Y'all should
different.
just cut this
I
side of
feel-
the screen out where I'm at. Cut the whole
I
side
felt-
of the screen
I
out.
felt-
Why?
I
Because you
felt
scared to
different.
talk? You scared to use
How
your
am I
words?
supposed to talk over
Use the
y'all?
words?
You should have said,
Use
"Can
your
I
words.
intervene?"
D-bags arguing about nonsense.
Use your words. Use your words,
No,
right?
no, no. You
Jesus.
should have said, "Let
Right,
me intervene."
papi?
Because
Use your words, papi.
Jesus.
Don't worry, papi. We here, and we're not gonna hit
And you still identifying as a Democrat? That's why you acting like that?
I got tired of it a little while ago.
Well,
but
you sure ain't
I'll
acting
try
like it.
Hold on. I care.
But you know what? I'll give you
I
guys this.
care.
I'll give you guys this.
I worry
This is
about
what I
you,
will give
bro.
Your
you.
vegan hands are sweaty.
How's your
If-
mental health?
Jigs,
Your
you hear?
vegan
Listen
hands,
to this,
you
Jigs.
know how you with a red flag law?
When shit hits the fan, ain't nobody gonna have their phone. They're only gonna have those waves in order to receive through a TV or a radio, mostly a radio.
Most likely less than that.
See
We
that?
probably won't even have that.
Probably not. Yeah,
No, I'm saying if anything, that's what we will have.
How would we get our information if we didn't have anything? Like if
On radio, bro.
What if
We won't.
EMP just went boom? Well, how
All
we
we
relaying
want
information?
is
Just cover all your
all we
electronics
have
and
to do
aluminum
is
for
know
you.
information
I
about
have a
how to
radio in my crib.
survive.
I'm training birds.
But that's
So
the
I don't
thing.
know.
Pigeons.
At that point,
That
all we
always
have
works.
To know,
You know that.
Training
At that
pigeons?
point,
I
the
got a
only
radio.
information we have to know is how to survive every day.
A
That's
ham
it.
radio. That's what
First of all,
call
you
it.
know how? Can I get this real quick? You know how you stop? You protect yourself from EMP. You get the Faraday sheets.
How long does the
think it's
EMP
called
last? Though?
Varadays.
How long does it last?
You stop cutting me off.
I don't know.
Now
I
me
don't
and
know.
you
I don't
gonna
know.
fight.
I'm asking.
I'm
How
trying
long-
to help you.
How long does the
I'm trying to
EMP
help
last?
you. I'm trying to protect you against EMP waves.
He's gonna help us. He's gonna help us.
D-bag.
I'm happy.
How long does it last?
I'm happy because
If you have the Faraday, I think it's called Faraday sheets. You don't Faraday material.
Green?
Your man Liver King
like
uses it.
aluminum foil, I think. right?
Liver King uses
They
it
look
throughout
like
his
it.
whole house. It blocks EMP waves and all this other stuff. You could put it as blinds. You could put it on your wall like
I'm sure not a like
it blocks microwaves. Period.
who tested this? I need to know.
Liver King, he eats liver and bone marrow. He's smart, bro.
He's a
Do you
He's
know how long
red.
the EMP lasts?
Instagram celeb.
He's
right?
burgundy. His
Is it
color's
like-
burgundy.
I've seen him. I know who he is.
He's
Oh,
smart.
one, like bursting and it
Come on,
goes
Pa.
away.
You're not as smart as him, bro.
I don't know.
Oh, like
But
the
they
answers.
could have.
EMP
they
is an
could have
electromagnetic
continual
pulse,
EMP,
right? You don't come in for the
pulses
facts.
It could be a continuing.
You get this
one.
done. You get
I
that
don't-
thing. You
I don't,
block
never
it.
heard of that.
Bang, you good.
to jam. To,
Everybody
to
electronics
continually
is
jam.
done. Yours aren't, because you have bed sheets around.
That's
you.
right.
But you
that
know,
shit going on for
electricity
hours.
is gone, right? So most of the things
But
you
on
have
a
in your
regular
house that
one.
need
But you could still
electricity.
run gas.
A normal one.
If your car runs on
Like
gas
a EMP
and you didn't buy a
explosion would just
Tesla,
be
you could still
one
run your car.
explosion. And
That's
then if
forever,
you-
right?
Why are
you
we
could
having two
reboot-
different conversations?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
you're,
This
you're-
is why.
you're-
This is why I shut it
your
up the last
electronics-
time the three of you got into it.
All I asked was, how long was the EMP?
This is what
I'm
happens when you
curious.
go live, bro.
I have ADD and I don't care because I have an excuse all the time.
I don't.
What did you put
I
together?
believe is
I
it the
don't
movie
remember.
shit where everything
ADD.
just fucks up forever?
I don't remember.
I don't know, pa.
What'd you add?
You don't come in for the facts, and I was just explaining, and you wasn't listening to me, so it don't matter.
I was listening.
Nah,
Now
you couldn't have been
now
if you was having a
confused.
conversation with.
No, I
Dave.
did. And if it does all of that, then it must be something like Dave just said, because he said they're continuous.
I had two conversations.
So I'm confused because damn, that must be some shit you
You
must.
confused because you were trying to
No,
listen to two
so
people at
it
once.
has to.
That's why
no,
you're
the
confused.
thing that you're
Chopt
saying,
cheese.
it has to stay up forever. It's not like it's for a blast. Because I don't even know what an EMP is.
Just watch the movies.
Is it for movie shit for real? Come on.
It'll tell you.
So
Electric magnetic pulse.
So is it a one-time thing that goes out, and then like if you got something covered or something, you could use it after it?
Ask
Or
Will Smith.
See, but that's exactly what
Yeah,
I
I
was
don't
trying
know.
to tell him. He was like, you could cover all your stuff, but even after you cover all your stuff,
later on you can't use it?
no, the electricity's out. So how you gonna connect all your stuff? Like
I
it
was
doesn't
saying
matter.
all you
Oh, gas
all you need to do is
generators.
that's
yeah,
what
but
I
that
just
would be
told
that's
you.
what you would have to do. Yes.
And I ham radio, and that's how you build
But,
society over.
Mad Max.
That's what they did, right?
and then what's gonna happen? But then,
That's Walking Dead.
but Biden's getting rid of all the fossil fuel.
Whoa, you heard about this?
Yo, solar panels.
Shout out to Salty Cracker. He said they got a big
Come on, you know
diesel
about that.
generator
Gerbils.
recharging Teslas where he lives. A diesel generator charging Teslas.
That's crazy, bro.
Shout out to
How
Salty.
expensive is that?
Thank you, Salty Cracker.
How ridiculous?
How
is
ridiculous?
that?
How ridiculous is that?
I mean, you know what? It makes sense though, because remember the shit that just happened with the Chevy, like we was talking about?
The Bolt.
Yeah, remember? That's how it is, bro. What do you expect? The battery has to get charged somehow, right? And it's coal. So go figure. Like, you know what I mean?
Those things are catching fire, right? Like a Samsung Note.
Nah, don't say
They were
that.
j- yeah,
Has it
they
ever
were.
happened to a Tesla?
No, I think
Nah, I don't think so.
I think those
So why-
boats. One of them were. I don't know. You don't come here for the facts.
Yeah, you don't come here with the fact.
That would be trash.
Yeah,
We
but
don't
I
want to
think-
hit men from the car.
Imagine you driving and your
Right.
shit
Come
catch
after
fire.
us.
The same dude that popped that guy, the security guard that made the car that ran on water.
Oh Jesus! Oh Jesus Christ! Take it easy.
He did it. He was a security guard there. He definitely was. I checked it again. And
I
he
know
was.
a guy that made a
heard
car
that?
that ran on garbage.
Did you hear that? Because I don't mind speaking about that again. People could look it up. There was the Uvalde shooting.
Yeah, speak about
No, it
it.
was
Who's
the
that?
guy in
Buffalo.
Tex-
It was the Buffalo.
It was
shooting.
Buffalo.
It was Buffalo.
Oh,
It
that was
wasn't
the
Uvalde.
shooting in Buffalo.
Uvalde was the school. Buffalo.
Yeah,
was
yeah,
the
Oh,
yeah.
super-
yeah. You
supermarket.
don't come here for the facts. The guy went to the supermarket, started
Tops.
shooting things up.
What about him?
But the security guard in there made a car that ran on water. Booyah.
You can look at his YouTube page.
Booyah.
He has a YouTube channel.
No
And
such
they're
thing as
still up, and
coincidence.
those things are still up. That's,
He was
I
a
don't know,
smart man. He
bro.
was an
That's-
engineer, obviously.
Truth
So
is
you
stranger than
think that the
fiction.
shooter went in there to kill him?
No,
Hey,
no, no,
hey,
no,
hey,
no,
hey,
whoa. Nobody said that, bro.
Hey.
Brother, ho.
I'll come at you a different
What-
kind of way next time. You
what-
talk to
what
me.
we're
Come here for
saying
the
is-
facts, and I'm not
What we're
suicidal.
saying is that it just so happened that the person who got shot. What you doing over there? He built a car that runs on water. That's all we saying.
Yeah, that
Like what kind of water? Like
Like
Well,
water
like-
that comes from the sky.
like
Rainwater.
Aquafina
water don't come from the sky.
water.
Rainwater? I don't know what you call it then. Wait, where does it come from?
The earth.
Okay.
Hmm.
Anyway.
Next.
That-
And then it
So
gets,
in
and then
closing-
it gets
in closing.
condensed, and then
Nah,
it,
there was
then
one
it,
more thing.
then
you
it,
didn't bring
what,
up.
Elon Musk?
Oh, it was Elon Musk,
Yeah.
right?
no, but wait. So the guy made a car out of water.
No, he made a car that runs on water.
A car
He
made
made
out
a
of water is
he
silly.
made-
That is just plain silly. But the car
Toilet
ran
paper
on
or
water.
paper toilet?
Word.
Paper mache, and then he went to space with it.
I am sweating
Yeah.
profusely.
So in
Are
closing,
you?
the
In closing, aliens are real.
So wait,
Please
wait.
believe me.
abortion-
Kinda
Wait,
retarded.
so the
In
guy
close-
that made the water cars alien?
Anyway, in closing, so the abortions is definitely gonna be a topic that's gonna be on the menu.
For
They're
next
gonna,
couple of
be
weeks
feeding
to
us
go.
that for the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, man.
You know what I
What
mean? When
happened
you
to the
ask, are
car?
you hungry? They're gonna be like abortion. You know what I
Ladies
mean?
and gentlemen, just take a little bit more responsibility, bro. That's
And
it.
I see New York, just like Jig said, it's gonna possibly, once they give everybody, you know, their strap, there might be a little incident over here that we don't
A
want.
little FF.
What
Whoa.
incident?
A little, not a little
So,
FF.
So
That sounds.
We'll
Yeah,
talk
we'll
about
talk
it
about
off
it
camera
off
because
camera,
then we'll lose our
but
thing.
then
Yeah, take it easy.
so
FF.
If
I
you
mean,
do decide to
New
be a
York-
law-abiding citizen to get a gun, do it the right
Yeah, do
way.
it the
Be
right way.
responsible.
The Supreme Court is allowing us to do it the right way.
be responsible.
Show them
use
why we
responsible.
should have guns, New York.
Yeah.
Show them why.
Be
Exactly.
responsible for real. But I mean that
Yeah,
Keep
if
them on
you-
your
that's a
hip.
given. That should be a given, right? Anybody who wants to legally obtain a
Law-abiding
weapon should
citizens.
be, you know, sensible and have
If
morals.
any law-abiding citizen is selling the gun, I'll buy that shit.
Chill.
I'm just playing. I'm just, you know,
Anyway,
because you
anyway.
could carry
Anyway.
legally,
Favorite
and-
hood opinion piece, bro.
But
right?
besides
Give you
that,
$1.
you know, I don't know what else we talked about because that's all we've been arguing about.
Yeah, that's the main. That's the hot topics right now.
Abortion, 2A,
huh? Abortion and
Roe v.
2A.
Wade overturned. Supreme Court decided, you know what I mean, they're going to send it back to the states. Individual states got the right to make their own laws on abortion. If I'm not mistaken, Missouri's the state that banned abortion.
You don't come here for the facts.
Other states may follow. We don't know. You know what I mean? It looks like other states will follow. I'm not going to lie. But when that does happen, we'll talk about it.
Good guy with a gun starts a bad guy
so,
with a gun
yeah.
every
This-
time.
There's been a lot of people who have been stopped that from legal gun owners, right? If I'm
That's
not
a stat they
mistaken.
don't like sharing.
Yeah, and one of them was recently from a female who stopped a potential.
Yep.
Mass,
All sources available at louderwithcrowder.com.
That's a good one. Louder.
Shout out to my boy Louder.
Alright. But anything else?
Favorite hood opinion piece, bro.
Remember
So did the guy
television.
have
The television.
water
The guy
in
he
his
had
tank?
he had water, and it did like a reverse osmosis type thing. Seriously, I'm not even trying to be a dick. with the engine,
don't
and
know
he didn't
science,
have to
bro.
use the engine. Like literally, was replaced.
Turn the water into hydrogen, and then the hydrogen ran the car.
You definitely don't know something.
No, that's
Was he
pretty much what he
flat
did.
earther?
Hey. you know
Oh,
what? I
what's
don't
the
know.
problem?
What was your thing?
Nah,
What's the
well,
problem?
Yo, the greatest country on earth,
I'm asking.
the greatest country, USA on flat Earth.
He messed it up.
He
He
did.
did.
Let's go. I had to bring it
This
back,
is why
though.
we gotta have these conversations before we start recording.
Chill, don't worry, but they don't
Yo,
need to know that. Yeah, I told you that. You see? You feel me?
So I didn't say
I
anything.
We're
asked the
doing it
guy
live,
that- I
Chopt
asked the
cheese.
guy that made the car with the water a flat earth. I didn't
Nah,
understand. What are you talking
That's
about?
cool. I said the greatest country on earth is America, and I don't know how I
The
said
greatest
it.
country on flat Earth is America.
The greatest country in America. The greatest country is America.
Hey,
On
I
the
ain't
flat
saying
Earth-
it's
On
flat.
the flat Earth. I don't know.
I ain't saying it's flat. I ain't saying it's a ball though.
But
You
anything
make
else?
all the
So
jokes
wait.
you want.
So wait.
Come on. Let it out. Come on.
Hurry
Try to
up,
talk.
come on.
I want to know more about this guy with the car.
We
I'll
talk
tell you
about it
him.
later.
I'll tell you
But-
about him.
Did he
Interesting.
get shot like
Anything else that we
profession-
talk
like,
about?
Like
We don't know yet.
Interesting.
We don't know. We don't
Well,
know. We don't come here for the facts.
Thank you.
Favorite hood opinion.
Not
We
suicidal.
decided, Friday, F it, we're going to go
Thumbs up.
live. Like and subscribe.
Like, share, and
You know
subscribe.
what I mean? Check us out on Rumble. Hit us up
on
on
Rumble.
Instagram.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? And we
Tell
out.
a friend to
Anything
tell a
else?
friend.
Word.
And we love you.
Yo,
Peace.
mute
Chopt
us out.
cheese.